ground?
No. We got our final plans, and then like the bids were all out, right? And we kind of, I told you we had like a budget in mind, and he did pretty good staying on budget, but it's a little bit like when we bought this house, which is like, you upgrade stuff.
Sure, of course.
And there's still, even in custom, there's still upgrades,
Sure,
right? A lot of upgrades.
Oh yeah, you can make a build as expensive as you
right.
humanly want.
So he stayed on budget, but when we looked at what we wanted upgraded, we're gonna lower the square footage. Ooh, so now he's going back and revising.
So taking out, like, are you gonna take out rooms or just?
We're probably not gonna have much of an upstairs. So I think we're gonna have one loft space as an upstairs.
Yeah.
And everything, like our first floor of our house is how we want our house. The only reason why we put upstairs was we were saying, well, if the kids, when they're teenagers, they want to live upstairs because they want to be close to us, that would be perfect.
Right.
But right now, they're not going to want to be upstairs because they're too scared.
Yeah, turn it into like a movie room for now or something.
Yeah, but we're going to downsize the upstairs. So it's going to be pretty much one floor with a loft.
That's awesome. Yeah, I think if you have the lot space for it, the more you can do on one story, the better.
Yeah.
I mean, no one likes to be vertical living. Sometimes you have to do it depending on the...
And he kind of talked us out of we were going to make the whole first floor concrete, so then the windows, you can only do a certain way with cinder blocks. So I guess like the framing of the windows, you still have to frame them with a little bit of wood and stuff. So it's like, it's almost like a hybrid kind of thing. And then he said, you're limited on the doors if you have, your rooms as 4 walls of concrete. That we actually, 2 of our rooms we want to make actually glass doors.
Right.
And you couldn't do that easily.
But you wouldn't do interior walls as concrete, right? Those would all just be wood. Wouldn't you just want it concrete on the outside?
Yeah, that's true. Actually, I'm not sure what he was saying in regards to that.
Because I think normally,
good point.
Because the only reason
maybe we're limited outside doors.
The only reason you would put concrete on the inside doors, my understanding would be if you wanted to limit sound transmission.
Right.
Like if you wanted to build like a rap studio, obviously.
Well.
So then like you do concrete.
The new pod loft?
Yes.
Or if you were thinking about putting a concrete roof in, and sometimes you need the stronger support.
Right.
But outside of that, from a hurricane standpoint, the only reason to do concrete is on the outside.
On the outside. He went over this with Hethel, so I didn't actually specifically talk, but there's some limitations on windows, doors, and then the primary thing, like the hurricane thing, which he brought up a good point, like where Glen Kernan is, you don't worry quite as much as being close to the ocean.
Totally get that.
And he said it would probably be cost effective for me to just reinforce one room as like your safe room, like from a tornado hurricane standpoint, if you really needed like a safe area.
Right.
So we might end up reinforcing one room with either double the framing or making it concrete.
Interesting.
So
I've never heard of that.
Yeah.
Of what?
Like just doing one room for.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, because the thing with the hurricane is like,
it's more for tornado probably than anything.
Yeah, because a hurricane, I mean, it's just you're really talking about the roof coming off and windows being broken.
Right.
So if the room has window, a safe room is a different panic room.
Yeah. Well, that's I mean, to be honest with
Rick's
you.
Here, everybody.
Well, I mean,
from a hurricane.
But the thing is, like, you got to remember, you're going to be that kind of stuff. Thankfully, the benefit of living in a neighborhood like that is you're not gonna. Your house is not susceptible, generally speaking, to like petty crime.
Right. Yeah.
In general.
Yeah. So I'm not looking safe room from that aspect. Like tornado, again, you never know. So whatever.
Yeah, tornadoes are definitely possible.
Yeah. So
yeah,
we might just do the one room reinforcement.
Interesting. I'd be curious to know.
Yeah, but so he's got to redesign it now because we took away some of the second floor. Be a nice neighborhood.
Yeah, definitely be cool.
Rick's gonna come over, golf, then go to Wasit's house and chill. On his back porch.
Exactly.
Morgan's going to get upset. Where are you, Rick?
No, Morgan will come.
Morgan will come, yeah. Actually, lots of kids.
Yeah.
There you go.
So.
Wherever you go, there you are.
Short answer to your question, we are not closer to breaking ground yet.
Got it.
We have a closing date.
I was going to ask you. But yours is new construction, right?
Yes.
Okay.
End of the month, 31st.
Ooh,
and you guys are in
nice.
Avondale? No.
No, we're up on the north side.
How far north? Or where north?
So kind of towards Callahan.
You don't have to tell me. But.
No, it's kind of towards Callahan.
Okay.
There's like a bunch of new. It's right by Baptist North.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So there's like a ton of new neighborhoods going in there, and so, yeah, 31st.
That's fun.
Final walk or first walkthrough. On
How
the 20th.
big?
It's 4 bedrooms.
Jesus. How many square feet?
I have no idea. That's a Thomas question.
You don't know the square footage of your home?
I just know we have 4 bedrooms to decorate. We're like the
Do you have
final
a view?
phase. We have a view of the woods.
Nice.
Which is nice, so we don't
Nice.
back up to anywhere.
Yeah, you have no house view.
No house
They
view.
call that a preserve view.
Preserve
That's
view.
that's what the real estate agents will call it. Yeah.
Yes, and
That's awesome.
No, we're like last phase, so it came standard with a 3-car garage and a patio.
So it's a single family home.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yeah.
Damn, living it up, girl.
I know. So we're getting close. We have pretty much.
So you saw it when you came over and did pictures at my house a couple of years ago. You were like, "This is not gonna work." You're like, "This is way too small with kids." I'm assuming kids are in the future.
Yes.
No, I love my house. It's just too small.
We
There's nothing
Well,
wrong.
once you get 2
Well,
kids,
it's too
and-
small. It's too small, and
and
it
the-
doesn't have a view.
Yeah.
So it's 0 for 2, and my wife really wants a view.
Hey,
Well,
that's
so
important.
we were looking at, there was 2, because we're building in a development, so you pick from one of the models, and
Sure. Yeah.
so we were between this one and the other model that they had, and the other model that they had a flex space that could turn into a 5th bedroom.
Mm-hmm.
The flex space, the way they had it set up in the model, was basically like another living room off of a bedroom, so kind of like a little apartment, like right off with its own bedroom and bathroom. And we looked at it and we looked at each other and we're like, "Oh, this would be great for Anna, my mom." And then we were like, "Oh, this would be great for Anna. She would never leave us."
Oh, right. Yeah, you gotta be careful.
Yeah.
Gotta be
So,
careful.
but no, it's really nice.
Well, the
We're
mother-in-law
excited.
suite, if you end up having kids, the mother-in-law suite is not necessarily a bad thing.
I'm gonna have to edit this part out of the episode because this will be the episode that she listens to.
Oh,
and she'll
okay.
Be like,
Oh.
She'll be like, "Rick said, see, and we're
It's all
getting a
good.
dog. We're getting a dog.
What kind of dog?
So he's our friend's dog. We're just to
Oh.
rehome him. So he's
Okay.
a year and a half.
Okay.
He's a doodle shepherd mix. So he's like 90.
So
Pounds.
so that's shed free then, right?
He sheds a little bit because
Oh.
of the shepherd, but
I didn't know if the doodle. Don't doodles not? I don't know.
yeah,
don't know if I've-
they usually don't. But his name's Miller, and this is him.
Last name
Let's
Light.
see.
Aw,
He's
cutie.
cutie.
Yep.
Yeah.
Very cute.
So your neighbor can't take care of him anymore?
Yeah, she's one of our friends that lives in Georgia, and so he needs a 2-parent household. So
I'm not aware of the
He
research.
does.
I know.
I know there's a lot of human research on that, but I didn't know there was.
a 2-parent household.
I didn't know there was canine research.
sure
Danny, are
there's-
you aware?
I'm sure there's animal journals
Yeah,
out there looking
yeah.
at the psyche of dogs.
But
and,
hey, so we
you know?
so when I was there for Christmas, I took the kids because the kids my niece and nephew love dogs, and my cousin's like severely allergic, so I took the kids to meet him. And they love him, so now they're like, "Auntie Brian, can we come live with you and Miller and see your dog?" So this is him next to the 5-year-old and the 3-year-old, and now she's freakishly tall, my niece, but this just gives a kind of insight as to just how big he is.
Wow, yeah.
He's kind of like a bear.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Big boy.
Yeah. So yeah. So we have everything except the house and the dog. We've got his crate. We've got
Have a nice big home for him,
We've
and
got
it'll be
everything.
nice. Nice.
just bought a bedroom set, washer, dryer, fridge. All good to go.
You can
Just
be-
need the house and the dog.
You're adulting already.
I know. Oh, it's terrible.
Yeah.
And then
Advice:
you
mark up that home when you do your walkthrough.
Yeah.
Mark everything.
Oh, Thomas is
and make them fix it.
Thomas is even more of a lunatic than I
Yeah,
am. I
yeah.
think.
So be a lunatic when it comes to that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That would
Because
be
if
so
you
much-
don't and then
He's
try
like,
to do it
I-
on the back
That
end,
would
they're
be
like,
s-
"What are you talking about? You only had one window to do that."
He's like, I've already got a roll of blue tape, and I'm just.
Oh
like,
yeah.
Well,
just
you
mark.
did you buy your current home new too?
It was like this. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was a planned community with certain models.
Right,
and-
right.
yeah. Yeah. So. Yeah, because if you try to do it after the fact, it doesn't work.
No meat on that bone.
Nope. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
You're past.
See, that would be like, I feel like, you know who's really good at that? My wife, like when we had our house painted, she was like, was pointing at all these things, and
Yeah.
the painter guy was like, You really? Do you do this for a living? Because you're finding things that like. She was like, nope, you missed that little like tiny little like under it.
Oh.
Yeah,
she's got an eye for
she's got an
detail.
eye for that stuff, which I don't have an eye for. My OCD applies to other things like in the house. So it's like between the two of
I
us,
was gonna say I'm pretty OCD.
I'm very OCD.
Yeah.
Huh?
I'm a little shocked by you saying that you didn't catch those things.
She has a better eye for certain things, and then I have a better.
Yeah, maybe
good
you just
balance.
don't care as
Good
much
balance.
about that stuff.
I think that's probably
Yeah.
more
You're
what
probably
it
right.
is.
Like if there's a little pain and imperfection there, I could live.
The
with
horsepower is being
Yeah.
being taken somewhere else.
it. Right.
I don't have the.
Now my golf swing, on the other hand.
Oh, let's not
Hell
talk
yeah.
about that. Last round I played was a round I want to. Not for.
I saw
forget.
it, and
was
funny
bad.
story. I saw that pop up, and I don't know if you
I was gonna
noticed, but
ask
I
you-
purposely put my last post as private on the
Yeah.
grid.
No. See, I'm a man. I'm a man. I'm willing
Yeah,
to take.
it wasn't a very man move by me.
I'm willing
I
to
was
take.
embarrassed.
I'm willing to take the lumps and the criticism. I can't even imagine what the Grint was trash talking, because you know how like now it does that trash talk thing.
Oh, it was like
Rick has hit a 9.
3-4 holes in a row. Yeah.
wasn't
Basically,
great.
if you get
It wasn't
more
great.
than a double bogey, I think even if you get a
Yeah,
double bogey,
it'll
it starts talking trash to you.
Or
It's
if you
like,
three putt, it
Rick-
starts trash.
three putt, yeah. And then you can add comments, just like a text message. You can
It was
be
just
like,
one of those
hey,
days.
nice hole, man.
It was just one of the. It was just one of those days where it was like
Yeah.
a comedy of
Oh,
couldn't hit the ball, couldn't make a putt.
well, your putt, yeah.
Couldn't make a putt.
I literally had 40 putts, I think, too, on that.
Couldn't make a putt.
on that round. Yeah, it's
gross.
It was. I hit so. I hit my drive. I just duffed it into the ground.
nice, classy.
It hit the next, I think, the senior tee box or the wood stake.
Sure.
Bounced straight up, kicked off like a branch, hit a house to the left,
Oh my.
and then like a lady walked out and was.
Oh, I thought you said, and a
looking
lady
at me.
died.
No, she
And
didn't. She did not die, thankfully.
Someone and a human head just came rolling.
So, yeah, that was the whole. I think I got a 9 on. I'm pretty sure. It was a mess. This was in Boca when I went down there.
It's just
for-
golf is so funny
for Christmas.
because literally the round before that,
Yeah.
I played one of the best rounds of my life,
Yeah.
and it's just like it doesn't make any sense.
It gets in your head. That's the problem. Like you start having a
Yeah.
couple bad holes
That's
in a
true.
row,
That's
and you're
true.
like, I'm just not. I don't want to play. You know.
Right. Yeah.
Don't focus on your putting. See, I want to buy a new putter now, which I don't know if it's a good move or not. But my dad did give
That'll
me a
fix
gift
it.
card
That'll
for
fix it.
Christmas, and I'm like,
You ever heard the
I'll buy
expression?
it.
You ever heard the
I'll buy
expression?
it.
It's the archer, not the arrow.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
100%.
yeah.
But I literally
why
went
not?
to PJ Superstore and was like putting with a few new putters. I'm like, this feels good.
I got a blade. You want a blade putter? I got an old blade putter I can give you.
Really,
Try out if you want to.
maybe.
It's up to you.
I actually like I use the new Ping. It's like it's got like a tungsten face to it. Felt
The
good.
answer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
That's
I
the
don't know.
original. The answer is
Yeah.
like the original.
Yeah, just very
blade
simple.
putter.
Yeah.
Scotty Cameron kind of took the style,
Right.
but they were the original ones to do it, I think. But nice.
Maybe a simple putter will make me putt better, Brenna. No, it won't. It really won't.